joined by Imtiaz Syed from eThekwini Secure. They have a regular chat with us on a Wednesday to bring us up to speed on what is happening in that part of the world. Assalamu alaikum, welcome to the program.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Nice to have you on air once again. And let's start off by asking the burning question. Why is there a need for you guys at eThekwini to bring in a political aspect to all of the work that you do?
Okay, that's a question we get asked quite a lot. So just to answer it and get into it, we started out quite a long time ago, around about 2014 or so, in the space that we're in. And we found that people needed two things. One is safety and security, and the other one was service delivery. When we prioritized, we found ourselves looking at more safety and security over service delivery, and we continued in that space in terms of eThekwini Secure, forming neighborhood watches, aligning people to CPFs, giving them an understanding of the platforms they need to have in order to take care of themselves. Then we formed eThekwini Outreach, which speaks to social cohesion, upliftment, empowerment, and all of those things, because that was something else that was needed in communities. But around about 2017, we started out in the space of service delivery because we felt that we had completely discussed everything in terms of safety and security. And if any community needed assistance in that way, we could always facilitate a process by which we could now educate and give them the platforms by which they needed in order to take care of themselves. So come 2017, we're sitting by and we're looking at things like the IEC and voter apathy and all of these different things. And then we realized that 24% of this municipality are actually people that vote and 76% don't. By virtue of that, we realized that ratepayers have now allowed 24% of their own community to decide how their rates are in fact spent. And that was very concerning for us because we had a tremendous rate of, or tremendous lack of service delivery. So we got into that space and we realized that there was a major lack in ratepayers associations. So,
Hello, Imtiaz, are you there? Okay, we just seem to have lost him. We're going to try and reconnect with Imtiaz Syed. He is the chairperson of eThekwini Secure, talking to us about the reason they are in the political space or bringing in a political aspect to all of the work they do. And I might add that they do absolutely sterling work. They are going to occupy a big space in the upcoming elections. Imtiaz, are you back with me?
okay, I am.
Okay, go ahead.
So basically, we came up to 2017 and we realized that there was a great gap in terms of the people that vote and the people that actually pay. And that gap is 24% of the people vote, but 76% of them don't. And there's anything between 18 to 21,000 people per ward out of the 111 wards now within the municipality. So how is it that 76% of the people allow 24% of the people to decide how their rates are spent? That was very concerning to us. And obviously, with us trying to have these understandings, it's not in the interest of current councillors to have these ratepayer associations and in fact listen to them, because all they really are politicians. Now, when we looked at it, we said, no, man, there's a great gap here. And we started and we decided that we want to form through eThekwini Joint Ratepayer Association, a ratepayers association per voting district, not per ward. Because the dynamic of a ward might be very different in different areas, and you might be complaining about water pressure, whereas a different area of the same ward might be complaining that they don't have water at all. So therefore, we decided that it's important that these ratepayers be formed. And as we go along in this part and we start dealing with service delivery issues, we found that we cannot find a single councillor that would now speak to the issues that these different organizations that we have in terms of crime, in terms of ratepayers, in terms of all of these different things, and how to compartmentalize them firstly, and then bring them together in terms of taking our message to council and to government in terms of changing things around so that we can actually make a difference to the people that are actually voting for you. So we've decided to form something called the Active Citizens Coalition. And it's a very simple thing. It's the active citizens in a coalition. So we've got active citizens within the secure platform, which we've now empowered into service delivery. We have active citizens all over the place. And whenever you look at an active citizen, say, no, politics is not for me. It's not a nice space. We're in total agreement because of the perception that's been given by current politicians. We're saying that politics has a definitive space to bring change. And without that space, you can't really bring change, because you'll be sitting in your silo of eThekwini Secure or your Neighborhood Watch or your civic body or your Ratepayers Association and speaking to yourself, in fact, because there's no one there that has a mandate to go and speak on your behalf within the municipalities or within national government for that matter. And that's the reasoning and understanding for us to say that we have to have a political party so that we can pass the message of our activists on the ground, or else we have an unending platform, so to speak. So it's a very small portion of what we do. However, it's a very important portion of passing the message along. That's basically what it is.
Okay, so the elections are around the corner. Are you guys geared up for the elections?
Well, I'm currently fighting on my team because we're short of candidates in a few places.
Okay.
So I've been ramming them yesterday, like, you guys are not doing what you're supposed to do and what have you. And candidates are saying, yes, they are, but then they haven't signed up and all of those things. So we're just trying to finalize our candidates list by before the month ends so that we can submit those. And then we're going to basically, we haven't started our campaign as yet because we don't feel a campaign is required if all we really do is just portray everything we've been doing since, well, we can go back to 2011, but we're only going back to 2014. And if we showcase everything we've been doing in terms of community efforts, outreach, and our ratepayers and service delivery and all of those things, then it'll be a no-brainer for you to know that we've been there, we've been on the ground, we've been doing things, and all we're doing is we're taking all of those people that have been doing the work and giving them a platform in government to say that these are the people we need to represent us because they speak to us.
Wonderful. That's the right route to be taking. Inshallah, in the coming programs, you will share the candidates list with us here on Salam Media. Your message to the viewers, and also if you can just give me a very quick update post the riots in KZN. I know that you guys were working very, very hard. You guys had sleepless nights, and I'd like to hear you saying, Alhamdulillah, you're getting there. Still lots of hard work to be done, I should imagine. But what does the situation look like?
Ramla, you think, when we think about it, the 3 days of what had transpired was really traumatic to everybody and the fear had settled in. But I think, Ramla, after these, I think it's almost 4 weeks now, I've lost track of time. And people are starting to move on. They're starting to get the idea that, we really need to get on with our lives and move beyond that. However, there is many discussions on the background in terms of where's the apology, who did what, where, and how. And we are saying that we don't want any sort of long, drawn-out, we're going to have this platform to discuss this and whatever. It needs to be quite clear. SAPS needs to come forth and identify the perpetrators of these actions, and we need to move forward very quickly as a country, or else we're going to be failing miserably in the years to come.
Absolutely well said. Imtiaz Syed, Chairperson of eThekwini Secure, talking to us about all of the work that they're involved in. Sterling work indeed, I might add, and always a pleasure talking to you guys. We'll hook up again next week at the same time, inshallah.
Inshallah.
8:47 exactly. News and views right here on Salam Media.